how you doing, Mike Bradley? I hope you are doing well as always. So a few videos back I did a lesson talking about some neo-soul chords and it seems a lot of you liked it, so I thought I would follow that up a little bit and share some ideas I have on kind of this kind of melodic soul R&B kind of lead guitar playing, and it's all very, very pretty, it's all very, very melodic. So, you know, are kind of, you know, nothing wrong with that. We love all that, and it can still be used in that, but it's not really, you know, it's not really a lick thing. So this should be an interesting video. I'm not necessarily going to be showing you a load of licks. It's more of a frame of mind and some ideas and concepts how to add certain notes into your playing and really spice things up a little bit. So at the beginning of the video, you heard me kind of having a little jam over 3 chords, well technically 4 chords. So I could, you know, in that previous video, which I'm sure a card popped along when I was talking about it, if you want to check it out if you haven't done so already. In that video I used an F major 9, an E7 and an A minor 7, you know, which is all very nice. I thought I'd do something a bit differently if you are completely new to kind of stuff. So it's some very basic chords really. So I use C major 7, then an E minor 7 and a D minor 7. It's exactly the same shape. But I'm using a little passing thing. So when I get to the C major 7, just a little chromatic, just to give it a bit of movement, you know. So E minor 7, E flat minor 7, and then an E minor 7, which is all very nice. Alright, so even just that, right? So, you know, here I'm thinking purely C major. So C major scale. You know, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now, of course, we could do good old, you know, fashioned C major pentatonic as well. Alright, which is all clean and fun. All we're doing, it can be adding in 2 other notes, the F and B. So with our C major pentatonic, you're now going to be going, adding in this B note, adding in the F, and kind of define where your root notes are as well. That's really important. So at the beginning, I think what I did, I can't remember what exactly, everything's improvised here, right? So say something like that. Now you can visualize your good old C major pentatonic, which is exactly the same as an A minor pentatonic, except C's our root, all right? So I've got this happening. That was just all pentatonic, but it's just how I'm playing it, how I'm phrasing it. And just then, I just bent that D to an E and then brought it back to the D because I'm over a D minor 7 chord there. So D is now my root over that chord, you know. And now, so that little phrase there, so that's over a D minor 7 chord. And then I'll just finish on a C note because I'm going back to a C chord. So the main thing here is being, you know, aware consciously, subconsciously over the chords you're playing over. So there, I'm really highlighting this F note because that is in the chord. So it's very, very simple. I'm literally going down the scale. F to E, and then D to C. And I like a lot of slides, so very defiant slides. And then, you know, sliding in from B to the C. No, so I did two different things there. So instead of sliding back to the D, just go straight to the C. Depends on your timing. Or do that, you know. So there, bow, bow, bow. Sorry, my voice is a little bit hoarse today. I've done 2 back-to-back gigs up and down the country. Bow, bow. Did that because I'm on the chord went to D minor 7. So I've hit that D there. It's gone C. And then back to D again. So again, that's where I'm talking about being, you know, melodic and being very much aware of the chords we're playing over. That's why I picked, you know, 3 very, very simple, it's all relative chords. So that's one aspect there, right? Another thing which I think I spoke a bit on in the previous lesson, but I don't know if I went into much detail about it, is I like this kind of like a triplet thing, ba 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 ba. You know, so let me put it over the chord. So I did a little bit, which as I did it, I thought, no, I did that in the last video. Something like that. So I believe that's in the last video, so check that out. So this here again, don't think of it as a lick, as an idea. So I can look at this as 2 things. I can see this, I can see a G major chord there. Now all the notes in the G major chord, which are G, B and D, are all in C major scale. So I could just do that. That works fine, and then I'm finishing on a C because I'm going back to the C. So that on its own there, so I've got 10th fret G to a B note on the 9th fret, 7th fret on the 3rd string for D, G on the 2nd string 8th fret, B on the 1st string 7th fret, and then to D on the 1st string 10th fret, back to C, pull off to B, and then back to C again. So that works cool. And it's working because all those notes, that's a G chord. G is the 5th chord of the C major scale. And I'm resolving back to our C note, alright? So you could use any, if you know a thing about your harmonized major scale. If not, check it out. If enough of you ask me about it, I'll do a video on it. But the chords in the C major scale are C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished. So I could do any of those notes on those chords. You know, I could do F major 7. Get back to a C there, you know. There I did an A minor. There's an A minor chord. But C's my root all the time. Okay, so sorry, I've kind of went off a little bit there, but so back to right. So back to what I was saying originally about this G, because it's very important to harmonise major scale. Very, very important. It's a big catalyst to all of this. So I'll come back to that in a minute. Let me just go back to what I was talking about. So I've got G major here. But as I just did there, I can add other notes around that. So, you know, I can add that, if you will, off the top of my head. You know, there's an E, G, what's that? A, B, D, E, there's your G, and end it the same. Now if you have a bit of a keen eye, that is pretty much now shape 4 of the G major pentatonic. So G major pentatonic has the same notes as C major scale. G major pentatonic is G, A, B, D, and E, and then back to G again. So you could always, sense of purposes, play G major pentatonic, but make sure C is your root. Now we've just dived into pentatonic substitution. So sorry if this is all big. Like I say, it's all just a concept, and some of it might be a little bit advanced, you know, but I'm just trying to explain how I'm thinking when I'm doing this. So I'm not I should actually backtrack on that. I'm not thinking, oh, what, I can do G major pentatonic. I'm not thinking that at all. It's when I take a step back and think, oh, okay, that's where it's all coming from. But I just see it all as C. You know what I mean? It's all, but whatever helps you visualize all this on the guitar neck, that's the main thing here. You know, I'm seeing it all as C. But yeah, I look at it here. That I just went up shape 4 for G major pentatonic. And then finish on a C. And now I'm in C major, you see? Really hope some of this is making sense. Let me go back to what I was talking about, this chord stuff. So when I did this, that is a major 9 arpeggio. I do that stuff all the time. I'm gonna do a clang here. If you check out my song Devil's on My Side, I do that in that. I do that, I love that, right? But because I'm thinking here, I'm seeing it as F major 7, which is the 4 chord in C major. Notes in F major, F, A and C. There should be a common thread here. C major scale's got C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So F, A and C is in the C major scale. So the notes I'm playing here, I'm doing a major 9. I've got an F note, I've got an A, I've got a C, so that's your major arpeggio. Then I'm going to this E note, which is the 7th in F, but it's still in C major scale. Then I'm going to this G, slide into A, going down to C, going to E, going to G on the 15th fret, then I could go to F, then to E, and then finish on the C. Now even here, is what I mentioned earlier, that's coming from A minor. Then I've got a G, which is making it A minor 7. Back to the F. Then I can see, right, I'm in shape 4 for C major pentatonic. So it's all about C. Alright, so there I've gone down an F major 9 arpeggio. That's an A minor arpeggio. Make it A minor 7, come put in the G. Then I'm just going down the scale, F, E, and then playing a C there. That. I'm just thinking I've got to fill up the beat, and I'll keep doing that, and then it's going back to the C, which is the root note there. Hopefully some of this is making sense. You might want to rewind the video a couple of times. You know, like I said, I'm jumping over and talking about theory a little bit and then skipping, you know, because I don't know what you know and what you don't know. If any of this stuff I'm talking about, like the harmonized major scale, or when I'm saying about I'm playing these arpeggio, these chord notes, you're not getting it, you need to backtrack a little bit. You know, this is stuff I've known for ages, you know, so when I play this kind of style, it's able to come out because I understand the theory of it. So unfortunately there's no shortcuts. Like I say, that there now, you can learn that, and that's a lick. Alright, you can learn that's a lick, but there's no point playing that if you're not fully understanding where it's all coming from. Alright, because you want to be able to jump about. I could, like I said, there's F major, G major, and C. So I'm on a G, I could, you know, do some little G major arpeggio there. That's coming from the G major chord there, isn't it? So whatever, you get the idea. Or hopefully you do anyway. So I'm going to stop there, because that's quite a bit to digest. But hopefully some of this is makes sense, and you can kind of have fun with it and get an idea of this melodic playing, because it's not about licks. It's about the understanding of the chords you're playing over, the notes in the chords, and you know the basic thing is getting those root notes. So you could, what I said at the beginning, just do C major, just C major scale, but over, you know, when you're finishing on a chord, hopefully you can still hear the chords I was playing over. A big thing as well, you know, those kind of so there I'm playing an F and a D, and I'm sliding forward a fret and coming back, very vocal like. So there I'm F and D. You want to be quick because it's technically wrong. That's a, what's that? That's an F sharp and a D sharp. And I'm playing a C triad, C and E. Not really a triad, it's double stop, third. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It truly means a lot. Everyone checking me out and all that kind of stuff. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and you know, share the video about and give it a like. If you want to get more into kind of caged and all that kind of stuff, I've got lessons on my website which are not on YouTube. The link to my, well, sorry, the address to my website is right here, mikebradleymusic.com. Check that out for, like I say, lessons which aren't on YouTube. And thank you for watching. Thank you to my Patreons for your love and support. And I will see you in the next video. Lots of love. Mike Bradley very much signing out. Bye!
The devil's on my side. Talking to my